Hiya guys, my name is George Holden, the Northern Prawn. Today I want to share with you 3 tips I've picked up for becoming more comfortable talking on camera. Some are more obvious than others, but yeah, let's get into it. This tip comes from one of my general rules of thumb for life, and that is to face your fears head on. And this is especially important when it comes to talking to a camera, because a lot of people get quite tempted to look at themselves in like their screen or just look off to the side, which I definitely do still a little bit, but the key thing is just to look the lens dead in the eye and just go for it. Because when you have the flip out screen, it's distracting for the audience as well, and looking off to the side sometimes it's sort of easy because you're trying to remember things, but overall, to keep your audience engaged and to keep yourself focused, I think looking directly into the lens is the most useful thing you can do. So this is me right now with the screen out. I tend to do this just so I can get an idea of if I'm framed and if I'm exposed correctly, but see, if I'm just looking at myself in the screen right now, you can tell that I'm not looking at you. This is me looking at you, this is me looking back at the screen. It's distracting, it's weird, so what I do is I just turn it back, easy peasy, the lens has got all my attention, and there we go. Something another YouTuber told me when I was traveling through Laos was to treat the camera as you would a close friend, and I have found that endlessly helpful. When you're talking to a camera and you're thinking, it's a camera, it's for YouTube, all that sort of stuff, you get quite a lot of pressure, and if you just treat it like a mate, like it's sick and you can just sort of have a laugh with it, it's all good. If people look around, they just see you're talking to a camera like a mad person, but it's fine because you know it's one of your good mates, so it's sound. You can just get through it and you sort of have like a nice friendly vibe going on as well. Always good. An important lesson to remember is that everyone has good days and bad days. I don't mean just with mood, but that's obviously still important. But I mean, sometimes you look at yourself in the footage after and you think, oh, I look a bit rough there. But at the end of the day, it's real life, man. You don't have a makeup artist on call. Some days you just look a bit shit. In some of my videos, I look back and I just think like, oh wow, I do look quite rough, but it's quite nice. It's like an honest memory, and that's the way I'm looking at them now. I like to be able to see myself, you know, looking a bit more sprightly in the morning, like going out, go film the day, but other times looking all dirty and tired coming out of a tent. So it's nice to look back and have those sort of things and not be sugarcoating it or, you know, being too cosmetically conscious, I guess is a phrase. Yes, let's go with that. That's it for me, guys. I hope some of these tips can help you when it comes to shooting your next, or even maybe it's your first video. It will be daunting, but remember, nothing worth doing is easy. You have to get over these things to become more comfortable, to be more satisfied with it in the future. And one thing I think is quite good to remember is when you're starting out, your audience is quite small, so don't sweat it too much. There's only a handful of people watching anyway, and they're all just as excited to watch it as you are excited to make it. So it's always good. But yes, that's it for me. George Holden, Northern Prawn. I love you. Remember, you gotta jump in to swim. So let's go. Bye-bye.